Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Milo. I'm new to this channel, but for those of you who watch me on my main channel would know that this is not my normal vlogging setup, nor am I wearing makeup like I normally do in most of my videos. It's not exactly that I'm just putting less effort into this video because it's not on my main channel. It's more like, well, this week's theme is patriotism, but I'm going to be talking about last week's theme, which was VidCon, because I am a loser and I get to everything late, apparently. VidCon was absolutely amazing, but it was nothing like I expected it to be. Matt is a lot shorter than I thought he would be, Sydney is a lot taller than I thought, and Sarah is about 100% more cuddly than I thought. So those are good things, I think. Mostly, I hope. This year was my first year ever going to VidCon, but I was also a featured creator at VidCon this year. It was also sort of a weird thing being a featured creator at VidCon, considering there was more than one person on the Less Than Famous panel who had more subscribers than I do. I think it's absolutely amazing that not all of VidCon is completely dictated by fan culture and how many subscribers you have. But I felt a lot of that pressure as being a featured creator at VidCon. Once most people saw that I had one of these special badges, a lot of times the very first question out of their mouths was, "How many subscribers do you have?" And once I told them under 10,000, their next question would be, "So how did you get to be a featured creator at VidCon?" It just seemed like a lot of people didn't think I was deserving of being a featured creator at VidCon because I don't have a super high famous level of subscribers. And ironically, this is something that I mostly got from other people who were less than famous and who were not featured creators. Sometimes we give this stereotype to big famous internet people that they think that they're better than other people because of their subscriber count, and I'm sure that's true in some cases, but I got a lot of people with more subscribers than me who were not featured creators looking down on me because I was invited and they weren't. Even though they weren't famous either, most of the time, a lot of the time, except for Matthew Lush. It was really weird being at VidCon and trying to navigate this line of doing featured creator things, but also hanging out with a lot of my friends who weren't featured creators and just consuming content and going to panels to watch panels at VidCon. Featured creators have the option and are encouraged to take these shuttles between the hotels and the convention center so that they don't create like fan mobs and stuff, but I never took the shuttle ever because it felt like I would be thinking too highly of myself, or like I would be unnecessarily removing myself from the convention that I was attending for fun. Like, I also chose to not use a lot of the special featured creator amenities because I also wanted to hang out with my friends. Like, we were given these lunch cards where we could get free food at a hidden food court, especially for featured creators, but I only ended up eating there once because I couldn't bring my friends along to eat with me since they weren't featured creators, nor did they have full access passes. I don't want to sound at all like I'm complaining about being a featured creator at VidCon, because being a featured creator at VidCon was super amazing and I highly enjoyed being able to speak on 2 different panels. I just want to put out there my feelings about how hard it is to balance being a featured creator and being on panels and being able to put my thoughts out to an audience at VidCon while also remaining a part of many different communities online and not separating myself from those communities because of this subscriber count hierarchy or hierarchy of the badges at VidCon. I also had a sort of interesting revelation that I might want your thoughts on. I do. Please tell me what you think. That I was wondering, hey, I wonder what percentage of people who get invited to VidCon one year get invited back the next year? And I was like, oh man, I hope I get invited back next year. But then I was also like, well, okay, but most US congressmen get invited back to Congress, elected consecutive term after term, and the US Congress is really dysfunctional. So maybe VidCon shouldn't invite everyone back every year? I don't know. That's a weird thought. There's a lot of creators on VidCon and only so much space at a convention that, I mean, would it make sense to like rotate the creators, or I don't know. But also I want to be invited back next year at VidCon if you're watching this. It was an amazing convention and I loved it, and please invite me back. Anyway, this has been a fun time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on Tuesday, Preston.